Let us pray. Almighty and ever-living God, we ask your blessings. We ask your graces to enlighten us, to enrich us, so that we may be able to grow in thy knowledge and wisdom. We ask these graces to you, O Lord. Amen. A very good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yesterday, unfortunately, we lost the connection before completing the paragraph. So from there we will begin. Yesterday we have seen, for the first time in human history, there is a growing worldwide consciousness that the earth itself is a living organism. Just before the class, you are studying biology, the science of life. So till 1970s or till 1960s, the human race, people had a thinking that the humans, animals, and plants are the only living organisms. The sign of living organism is to grow, to move. But from 1970s, after the emergence of green movement, people began to think the human community, human society and community are different. When people, all the human race is thinking in the same pattern, same thinking, that is human community. When humans are thinking differently, they are society. Here the humans are thinking in the same slot. Green movement, that is why I use the term human community. You people are sitting for 55, 60, students are sitting. You are a society because you are coming from various life situations. You are a society. At the same time, you are a community. You are a student community coming from various societies. You are sitting in a classroom with a single motive, +2 exam. Student community. So, till 1960s, people were thinking that Earth is only a planet. Earth is only a planet, a material body on which we live. But when the green movement started, from 1970s, humans began to think Earth is not only a material body, but at the same time, it is a living organism. Now you understand meaning, mainly biology students. You have studied biology in 10th also. So Earth is a living organism. It has life. It is growing. It may be decayed. It may come to an end of life. So you see, for the first time in human history, there is a growing worldwide consciousness, awareness, knowledge that the earth itself is a living organism, an enormous being, a large being, a large organism, a large organism which has various parts, and we are its parts. You see, earth is an organism which has a lot of parts, legs, hands, heart, everything. And we are its parts. We are part of the great organism earth. So here we can think, whatever we are affected, that will be affected to earth. Whatever is affected to earth, that will be affected to you. Human organism has legs, hands, head, everything. Now I am sitting here. I have two legs, I have two hands. My one leg and one hand is affected. And the total affection of these two limbs affects my body, affects my whole organism. Activity of the whole body is affected. Partially, only palm and foot are affected, but it is affected, the whole organism is affected. In this way, you are, practical example I am saying, in this way, you are parts of this great organism earth. If something is happened to you, that will be affected to the earth. That is the growing consciousness developed from green awareness, green movement from 1970s. It has its own metabolic needs. Metabolic needs, the chemical reactions happening in a living organism. Metabolic actions, metabolism, metabolic needs, metabolic changes, the chemical internal changes that happen in a living organism. So earth has its own metabolic needs and vital process which need to be respected and preserved. So since earth is an organism, it has its own reactions and actions in its own organism. Sometimes you may be very happy, your face may be glooming. Why? Your mind is happy. Sometimes your face may be gloomy because your mind is sad. So it is reflected on your face. In this way, since earth is an organism, it has its own internal changes. It has its own internal growth. It has its own internal decay. This is what is called metabolic reactions. So we have to respect it. We are supposed to maintain its metabolic reactions. We should be the supporters. The earth's vital signs, earth's important signs reveal itself. I add there, the earth's vital signs reveal itself as a patient. Now it will be more clear. Itself as a patient, declining its health. If you make an analysis of the growing or the earth year after year, you will realize it is declining in its health. It has become a patient. You think about the relations of earth from ozone layer to the bottom of the sea. Ozone layer, I am coming to the point. Ozone layer keeps earth protected from the violet rays of sun. By keeping, protecting, or by prohibiting, by keeping ultraviolet rays there, earth is protecting its parts, that is human being. When the ozone layer is affected negatively, that shows the deterioration of earth's health. Clear now? In this way, we have to connect. See, the earth's vital signs reveal a patient in declining health. We have begun to realize our ethical obligations, our moral obligations, our responsibilities to be good stewards, good guardian, good protector, good wards, good stewards of the planet, responsible trustees, underline, good stewards of the planet, responsible trustees. If you analyze commerce students, if you analyze the companies, you will be able to, Rahman sir might have taught, companies, societies, and all these things. There will be director, managing director, trustees, directors. Who are they? They are the people who take care of the society. They are the people who take care of the company, managing director, executive director, director board. Who are they? They are the people who take care of the society. They are the people who take care of the company. So, Palkiwala says, there is a growing conscience, there is a growing awareness that you have the moral responsibility. Humans have the moral responsibility to save the planet. You should realize you are the good stewards. You are the good guides. You are the good watchmen, I would say that word, of the planet. Number one, good stewards. Number two, you are the responsible trustees of the legacy. You are the responsible trustees of legacy. What is legacy? What is legacy? Anyone can answer? What do you mean by legacy? Anyone? Legacy.
Lineage.
Lineage. It is related to lineage. It is related to offsprings. But more than that, think the legacy of forefathers.
It is the mark someone leaves in the world.
Hmm?
It is the mark or the change someone leaves in the world.
It's a mark that, what kind of mark? Everything is there, but concretely, what kind of mark? It is in lineage. In the lineage, a mark given by the forefathers. What kind of mark?
Good remark.
Good remark in the sense?
They have done something for the society.
What is that something? Not society. If it is for offspring, that is a family. The rich property that they handed over to the offspring. Property in the name, in the meaning, physical property and the goodwill. That is a mark you told. That is a lineage you told. Both are there. Clear now? It is a lineage. It is in the lineage. That is handed over to the lineage. That is handed over to the offsprings. That is a mark. That's a sign. That's a property. That's a richness handed over. So, earth is rich. Earth is rich. Earth has a lot of potentials that is to be used by the future generation, not only by you. Very often you think you are living, many of you are living in your parental property. Maybe most of you are living in the old Taravadu, that is a parental property. That old Taravadu, that parental property is the legacy handed over by your forefathers to you. It has riches. And you are known in the name of your forefathers. That is a lineage. So in this way, earth has handed over to you a great legacy, legal heritage. All these meanings are there. Legal heritage, the inheritable property, legal heritage, the richness that received by the lineage. I am using your own words. The mark of legacy, the mark of richness that is handed over to the offsprings. And you are the trustees. You have great responsibility to keep in order to hand over to your next generation. You see, in simple language, I would say, God has given this legacy in a clay pot or in a glass pot. It is in your hand. It is in your hand. You have to hand over this clay pot, this glass pot of legacy to your sons and daughters. If it is broken, the legacy is broken. You might have seen the sports people, athletes carrying the torchlight to light the torchlight of Olympics. You may be knowing. The torchlight is handed over one person to another person. It shall not be off. The fire should be handed, not the torch. Not the torch. The fire should be handed over. The light should be handed over. It shall not be blown off. It is a kind of symbol of legacy. By handing over one torch to another person, 1 year Olympics is handed over to another. So from Athens, it is coming to Tokyo. From Athens, it is coming to India. Legacy. Do you understand the meaning? Just I want to share the meaning, the depth of the meaning, the word legacy. If you understand the depth of that meaning, you will understand what is your responsibility to be the trustee, to be the managing director, to be the executive director of that legacy. Clear now? If you understand this responsibility, will you cut the trees? Will you cut the trees? Will you distort the earth? Will you disfigure the earth? Will you do any harm to the earth? The green movement reminds you to be the good gods, good stewards, and the responsible trustees of the legacy that is kept for the future generation. So you are the custodians. Your responsibility is to carry only, not to use. Carry it properly. You can use for your own use. Don't spoil it. If you spoil, your sons and daughters will suffer. So you are the responsible trustees of the legacy of future generation. That much great meaning is there, my children. You have to learn literature like this. Don't simply read the line and go. Please understand the meaning. What is depth? In literature, each and every word has kilometers depth. In mathematics and in science, you may see the concepts. There the meaning is clear. Here the meaning is not clear. You have to find, you have to dig out the land and find out the meaning. That is literature. Okay. The concept of sustainable development was popularized in 1987. The concept of sustainable development, a continuous development, is popularized in 1987. So it began in 1970 around. It took 17 more years to spread to the people by the World Commission of Environment and Development, underline. So by that time, a world commission, world agency, an international agency was constituted in order to develop the concepts of green movement. Where did it start? Green movement, where did it start? Where? Forgot.
New Zealand.
In New Zealand. When? We had 1972. You have to remember all these things as a history. In literature, this may not be asked, the year may not be asked, but you should know in your future references, it will be there in your speeches. In your wherever you go in, maybe in colleges, if you get a speech, Achut, if you get a speech, Punya, if you get a speech, we should not say that, oh, so I don't know. These are the data you are collecting to your Adul. These are the data you are collecting to your brain that will work out there. So in the speech, spontaneously you can speak. I remember now the world movement, green movement, which started in New Zealand. The people will wonder. They will wonder and blunder. Offhand, spontaneously you are saying, the green movement started in New Zealand. Do you know, it is in 1972. And the green movement has taken around 17 years to make the world understand about the importance of the earth. And they began an international agency. That is what is called World Commission on Environment and Development. Very simple. You see, your speech itself has come to the point. Whatever you study here, that will work out later. So an international agency came into existence in 1987. Its name was World Commission on Environment and Development. In its report, it defined the idea, development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their needs. I have underlined that is a theme of World Commission. I have already explained to that. You are the custodian. You are the custodian of the glass pot. You are the custodian of clay pot. Do you remember? I told you. The whole legacy, the whole richness whole resources. Now I am coming to the modern term, economics, resources. The whole commodities, business studies, whole commodities, whole material, whole natural resources, legacy, that is put in a clay pot, that is placed in a glass pot, that is the earth in you. It is very simple. You can see our school's emblem. 2 hands and 1 plant is in the middle. Instead of the plant, if you keep the globe, that is the meaning here. So globe is given to you. You are the custodian. You are the trustee. You can use it. It is your house. You can use it, but don't spoil it, because you have to hand over this to your next generation safely. They also want to fulfill their needs. For simple example, your classroom is the globe. The classroom is the globe. You have not yet come to the classroom, +1 classrooms, isn't it? That is very beautiful. Very beautiful. Neat and clean, well furnished classrooms. You are unlucky to come, but you will come. And it is given to you. Your classroom is given to you. The tiled classrooms, the tables and chairs for you is waiting there, are waiting there. That is not to spoil. That is not spoil. That is to be maintained beautifully in order to hand over to the next +1. Do you understand now my point? Those tables and chairs and classrooms were used for 3 years by your forefathers. Your forefathers used that for last 3 decades, I would say. 3 years, 3 decades. 3 centuries, they were using it. And it was handed over to you. You will see the beauty of those furniture. You will see the beauty of the classroom. That reminds you to hand over the same to the next generation. Clear now? The whole totality is here. That is why I told you each and every literature is life related. Unless, I told you in the beginning, isn't it? Literature should be read as life related. There is a message in each and every literature for you. Now the message has come to you. The globe is your classroom. Okay, so come to the point. Don't go away from the textbook. I am going away from, but you should not go away from the continuity of the lines. So that means development. So India is growing, developing. World is developing. Developed countries, underdeveloped countries, developing countries. In economics, people will study. Developed countries, already developed. Developing countries, India is a developing country, growing country. Underdeveloped countries, there are some African countries are there. So there, what do you mean by development? Meghna, what do you mean by development? Take the property of others and you make yours development? Is it? You are taking the property of your neighbors and you are saying, this is mine. Is it?
No.
No. Let the neighbor live there happily, joyfully. I enjoy the beauty of the earth. Development is fulfill the needs of the present. Whatever you want, you can take it from the earth. don't take more. Don't take more. That is why this is not known by the people. That is why this kind of gold smuggle and cash bribe and everything is coming here. Bribe in the society. Why? People are amassing wealth more than what they need. It is what is called greed. Greedy mind is not human mind. Greedy mind is animalistic mind. Animalistic mind. Human mind should collect whatever it is needed. So World Commission reminds you, you can enjoy the earth for your need. But you have to remember, this earth is not only for me, but it is also for the coming generation. Here you will see the mind of a mother. Mother prepares the food. Now it is the time for lunch after the class. Mummy might have prepared lunch for you. Might not. Mummy has prepared the lunch for you. I know your mummies are all responsible mummies. Not Egyptian mummies, living mummies. Your mummy has prepared food and kept it on the table, and some are turning towards right and left towards the dining table. The fragrance of the food is coming to their nostrils. But when mummy gives you food, mummy tells you, eat more, eat more. Again, I have kept in the kitchen. Nothing is in the kitchen. Everything is brought to the dining table. But mummy says it is there. But when you eat, you have to remember, this is for your knowledge, you have to remember there are some empty stomachs in house other than my stomach. Remember? Do you understand the meaning? When you eat, you have to remember there are some other empty stomachs at home. Papas, mummies, your younger brother, sisters, they have not yet taken food. I should not empty the plate. I should not empty the plate. Understood the meaning? So when you enjoy the earth and its resources, you take it for your need. You take it for your need. There are some people who are coming. They also want to taste it. That is why earth is known as Mother Earth. That is why earth is known as Mother Earth. Mother respects you. Mother brings all the food on the table, then tells, Annette, take. Mummy did not say, you take full, you take less. No, she says only, take. It is your mind to decide what is needed for me. Understood? Understood? So, Mother Earth, what you call Mother Earth, gives its whole resources, chemicals, iron, all the things, metals, everything, oil, everything. It is given to you. You can dig and take it. You can cut the plant and use for furniture. You use, but not for more. For your necessity. You have to remember, after 10 years, my sofa will be spoiled, worn out. My son has to make another sofa for which he needs a plant. He needs a tree. So when you cut a tree, you plant a sapling for your son. This is the balancing. Clear now? Do you understand my point? Not my point. This is the point that World Commission reminds you. You see, that is, without stripping the natural world of resources, without taking away, without removing completely the natural resources, future generation would need it. When you take one thing, you remember, keep it there, little bit for your future generation. In Hindu religion, there is a Karkadaga Vav or something. There people are giving bali to the forefathers. Isn't it? They are giving some, it is giving a part from you. And there is a saying of the people, old people, when you eat, you keep something on the side, remembering the forefathers. Here, the World Commission says, when you enjoy, remember your future generation on right side. They are to come. Keep something for them so that they also may enjoy the beauty of the nature. This is the meaning of you are the trustees. This paragraph, this is the World Commission definition. You can put in bracket, curly bracket on left side. That defines, it tells you are the trustees. The explanation of the word, you are the trustees. You are the good stewards. You are the good stewards. In the zoo at Lusaka, Zambia, there is a cage where the notice reads. So when you go to the zoo in Zambia and Lusaka in Zambia, there is a cage. You will see a cage. There is a notice. It is read. The world's most dangerous animal. A cage is kept there. And the title is that the most dangerous animal. You will be able to see there. You can book a ticket, even in Corona time, you can book a ticket to Zambia in Africa and make a lively visit to that zoo. Always you are watching the zoo here in our own country. Sometimes you may go. Instead of going to Dubai or Qatar, you may go to Zambia one time and watch it, because you will see the most wonderful thing, animal in there. Inside the cage, there is no animal. Outside the body is the most dangerous animal. But inside the cage, there is no animal. But a mirror where you see yourself, underline. Inside a mirror is kept. Inside a mirror is kept. And you will see the most dangerous animal. Your own image. Your own image. There you will understand and realize how much money I have spoiled in purchasing cream, powder, and rouge and that much all boutique to beautify your face, because you are the most dangerous animal. Understood the meaning? Especially girls. And the girl community is spending a lot of money for purchasing boutique items, isn't it? Fair and Lovely, cream, powder, and all these. And boys are spending for sprays and all these things. Once you look at the mirror, then you will understand. Why did I use it? Because I am the most dangerous. In order to cover my face, I am using all these things. This is in relation to the earth. Human race is the most dangerous animal that give harm to the earth. So there you will see your own image. Thanks to the efforts of a number of agencies in different countries, a new awareness has now dawned upon the most dangerous animal in the world. Thanks to the community, and thanks to the world community, thanks to the World Commission, that this agency could give a new look, new attitude, new attitude, new perspective. Yesterday we have seen. New perspective about our attitude towards the earth. He has realized the wisdom of shifting from a system based on dominion to one based to a partnership. Underline. Shifting from the system based on domination to partnership. 2 words. Till the green movement, human race has the mind of dominion, conquering the world, keeping the world under his feet. Dominion. He said he is supreme. He has the authority over the world. Now, realizing this, human understood, I am not a person to rule over the earth, but I am a partner. I am a co-partner. I am a part and parcel of this world. So it is my duty to nurture, help the world. I am the hand only. There are legs, heart, lungs, liver, kidney, everything is there. So I am only a part of the whole. So it is my responsibility to grow, nurture, help the planet to grow. So this is the change of shift of attitude, shift of perspective. Okay. Now you will have 40 minutes lunch time. Then 1:40 classes will resume, and we will have one more class. Okay. I end the class. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Welcome.
Thank you,
Read the lesson today. Okay. When I in these days read the lesson today, so then only you will recollect the things. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye. Okay. Welcome. You can exit. I will end it. I have some problem with my laptop, so you can exit. അടുത്ത് നിൽക്ക്
I am. And for the meeting on.